Well, this took a while to get out, but we got ourselves a side quest smorgasbord here in Tien's Landing. I'm going to start by talking to this sobbing woman.
What am I going to do?
You're going to talk to me, that's what you're going to do.
Please, please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you. Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Aw, Furious Ming Jr. It's like he's my kid, except he's not, which is even better. Alright, so we gotta go save her stupid husband from getting beat the crap out of every day. Oh, and here's Goofoo the Sweet. She has nothing really interesting to say at all. She just says the same sort of, Tien's Landing is bad, go somewhere else, whatever. Yeah. So Baker Bay is around. Let's get this chest first. He's probably getting the crap kicked out of him right now, but you know what? 32 silver, man. It's the path of the open palm. Your palm is open to receive money that you just happen to find in a chest somewhere. Well, that's not why it's called that. It is to me. So down here we have a boathouse. It's kind of important in this particular side quest, but not just yet. And there's some people over here that we're going to avoid for now, because it's a different thing. And we're going to go over to Bay, who's somewhere over here. But I always go the wrong way. Like I did just now. Well, it's not the wrong way. There's a bamboo cask with money in it. Yeah. And then there's a gate here. Just I don't know why this gate will never open. It would be a nice shortcut if it did, but whatever. So Bay is right here. I should actually use the map for once. Yeah, I should. Oh well.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter.
Hold on a sec. We've got company.
You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Spirit thief.
Well, I mean, there's more to this than there seems in a BioWare game, even? Why, I never. So these are really basic thugs that are beating Bay up with spears? That should probably make him die. But whatever, I don't know. Maybe they don't use the stabby end when they're beating up Bay. They just use that on people like Furious Ming. Which makes sense. I mean, I have a sword, but still. You guys are doing it wrong. That's why you're all dead.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Yep. Time to go to the boathouse. Well, let's do that. So it does seem that Bay might not be telling us everything about this. Oh, whatever, I'm sure we can clear everything up after we read this book, Stan. Oh, never mind, it's just an advertisement for a WoW expansion. My mistake. Or actually, it's backstory of things that happen in this game. Either or. Don't you just love the codex? You know, it takes all these kinds of book stands and things and condenses them into stuff you don't have to actually read on the spot. Innovation, yes, so. There's a guy there named Big Tian. He's kind of important later on. Not really at all, though. Hey.
This here's a private club. Members only. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
What in the first place? It's the first thing I said to you. What? He must be new at the whole being a guard thing. He doesn't understand how to turn rabble away. Or he's just really stupid. I don't know. Horse Lord Tactics. That'd be a good name for a band. Also, I'm sad this is not talking about like a horse lord, like a horse with like a scepter and a cape and a crown. It's talking about dudes on horseback. My version's better.
Careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
Well, we're not gonna. This is the open palm file. Dawnstar, pay attention, please.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to. Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about? What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shan had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that. Kids say all kinds of things, Eiling. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise. Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed. Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks. You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eiling. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Well, yeah. So you could have killed Eiling there, as probably would have noticed. But if you did, you wouldn't be able to do another side quest we're going to get in a minute. For now, we're going to kick this vase. I kicked it, alright? We're going to get that key. That key will open up a gate nearby, and then we can go and do stuff behind. But let's get another side quest from Eiling.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created. What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming. Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course. Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house. Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
Oh, okay.
Ha! Don't make me laugh. I'm looking to start a family and live a nice, quiet life. Somehow I don't see that kind of domestic tranquility in your near future. You've got that wandering hero look, and I'm not interested in a husband who's going to be out traveling the Empire or saving the world. Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can't offer to marry her if you're a woman. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever. So we're friends, so I can just totally steal things from you, right, Eiling? You don't need this 750 silver, right? Right? Yeah. Alright. God, I just wish in one of these games that I play, you would just take some money like that, and then they'd say, thank you for helping me. I was going to give you 750 silver, but it just vanished before you got back. I don't know what happened to it. Oh well. Bye. Maybe someday. That wasn't a valuable vase, right, Eiling? Right, or whatever. So, she brought up a few prospects for this particular side quest, but I'm going to be lazy and just get one. Because you only need to get one, and the one I'm going to get is the one that she's actually the most interested in, with air quotes. Really, any one of them will kind of do. She'll turn some of them away just because she is not particularly tactful sometimes. But the one she was at least more interested in is Schumann the Craftsman, which is this guy over here who just kind of fades into existence. God. Oh, Jesus. What happened to your face?
Hello, and welcome to Schumann's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked.
Seriously, is he made of wood himself? Because I could see that being what happened to him.
You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought a good woman could help me run my business better. Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself? Eiling, the gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. Why would I want to marry her? Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization, and she is quite attractive. I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on, let's go see Eiling. Hello, Eiling. I'm Schumann the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking things slow and careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember seeing your wares in the market square. You've made some beautiful pieces.
I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
You're a sensitive man, Schumann. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
I'd like that, Eiling. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
I think Truman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us. You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect, so I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
I never knew you were such a romantic, though I always knew you had a generous heart.
Well, that's 2 side quests. They took a while, though. There are more to be done, but I missed something. Something that you shouldn't miss. Yeah, Big Tian, he's another person you could bring to Eiling. Oh well, not talking to you two. There's a funny book stand that I didn't get, and it's good to get book stands because they give you experience, and this one is hilarious, so we're going to just run over here and grab it. It's right next to Minister Shang's place. Because, you know, a lot of stuff has happened to Minister Shang. A lot of bad stuff, and this book stand tells you all about it. Look at that, someone threatened his cat. That's not cool. His finger was slammed in a door 3 whole times. Damn. This is just the best. Look at this. His hair was accused of being impermanent and false. Oh, well. That's why he wears a hat. A disabling attack by a pack of bees. Oh, man. He was referred to as smelly. Well, there isn't any water around. Of course there isn't any water around. Oh, Minister Shang.